Cracking with your snack and snacker stars, Mimi, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming to you with a special edition of OTR. Today, I have a very special guest co-host. He is the founding member of the gated community, the one percenters of Nova Pro Wrestling. He is the Teflon Don, Ed Dao.
Welcome, community.
That's right, and we are here at the Celebrity Deli for a special in-store review. Plus, stay tuned for the end of the review because we're going to have a special Nova Pro preview for 11th Dimension coming up next week. We'll be right back right after this to get OTR started. You are looking live at the Celebrity Deli in Loman's Plaza in Falls Church, Virginia on Arlington Boulevard. Today, we hope to get a taste of New York in Falls Church. How will that go? We'll find out right after this on OTR. Alright gang, we are back here at the Celebrity Deli to check out a couple of their famous sandwiches, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get much more New York than this in the Northern Virginia area, I'll tell you that. Ed here got the oh sorry, and what's on that?
We got a nice beef brisket, we have some Swiss on a Kaiser roll, beautiful au jus sauce as well. This is going to be a meal fit for the 1%. Of course, you got the deli pickle on the side, so how do you get better than that?
You cannot get better than that, and you got to have that pickle. I got the Wes Johnson, named after the Capitals play-by-play man. It's basically got sourdough bread there. You see the huge amount of coleslaw in there on top of some roast beef with Munster cheese, ladies and gentlemen, and Russian dressing. That looks fantastic. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. And of course, I got a pickle as well. All right, let's see if we can't pick these bad boys up and see what we can do with them.
Get my napkins on the side.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is flavor country. Man, this is the au jus in here, Alex. If you see this au jus, this is pretty much briskets, drippings, with everything you want to have in it. So this is going to be like probably the best sandwich I've ever had here.
Got my Wes Johnson. Let's do it.
The thing I like about this is that it's almost like I'm having a pot roast in my mouth. The meat is great. The Kaiser roll holds the au jus perfectly. The au jus is done 100%. It's not salty. It's flavorful. It's full. It's a mess to eat, but it's fabulously put together. Everything complements one another inside the sandwich.
This one right here, the Wes Johnson, this has such a cross-section of flavors from the kind of sweet, tangy Russian dressing. As soon as you bite into it, the creamy coleslaw with that texture of the cabbage being nice and crunchy. Also, you've got really, really good quality roast beef. This is outstanding, and the cheese just acts as a perfect blanket for that roast beef. That is so, so good.
Don't forget your bagel. Is it a lovely bagel here? It's done only for you.
Cameraman Alex has his bagel there. He's going a little bit more breakfasty. We got the lunch thing going on here. Also got to try out this bagel real quick.
I've been here 3 times in the last week. We've made our way down the list. Elliot Siegel, everyone knows from DC 101, he has his sandwich here. It is money, Kent had it last night. You can follow us at One Gated Community to see the pictures of that sandwich as well. The Reuben here is done at a standard beyond anything I've seen locally. If you want a Reuben and you want it done right, the team at Celebrity Deli is doing it right.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I can't think of anything bad to say about this whatsoever. There's not one thing I can say. I can't say that it's not enough. I can't say that it's too much. It looks like a perfect serving for, you know, if you want to eat part of it and take it home, or if you're really, really hungry and you can tackle it all later on, or all at once, that's great too. What kind of rating are you going to give it? Of course, we do our thumb deal where it's like a dial. Starting at about half, you either go thumbs up or thumbs down, and you know, intervals in between.
Because I love a sandwich that needs au jus, I'm going to go almost to a 9.5 here. The one thing I don't like about it is I should have got the fries.
The fries might have been a good choice. So a 9.5, about a 7/8 thumbs up, something like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and I can't say anything bad about this at all. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 100% full thumbs up. Now, of course, I could come back next week and have something completely different. And that could be a thumbs up for a whole different reason. Who knows? Oh, wow. So Ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up our snack part of this, you got to make sure you follow us on all the social media outlets, starting with Facebook over here. Join our Facebook group by clicking on the link in the description down below. Hundreds of the coolest people in the world are in our group, and you should be too. Why aren't you? Check us out on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Brandon Reich, SAS, and where are you right now?
I'm at Ed_Dao, DAO. So, hey, have a good time, follow us, come here, enjoy the food, support the local businesses, and support us. All right.
That's right. Better words cannot be said except for these. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out hashtag Snack Society when you can. And in the meantime, in between time, stay tuned for the Nova Pro preview right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few days away from Nova Pro Wrestling's big Black Friday Spectacular this Friday night, November 24th at the JCC of Northern Virginia on Little River Turnpike in Fairfax. Bell time is 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7:30. You're going to see a lot of great action, Ed, and including at least 2 Survivor Series matches and 1 brand new concept match that I know you're going to be very interested in. Let's start with the Survivor Series style matches. We've got a male side and we've got a female side. On the male side, on the female side, teams of 5 strive to survive, as you've got Team Faye Jackson, with Faye, of course. Mia Yim returns with Jordan Grace, the debuting Lufisto, and Brittany Blake versus Team Veda Scott, which of course is Veda Scott, the debuting Diona Perazzo, and also Alley Cat, Sahara 7, and Lainey Luck. What do you think about this big match?
You got my heart and my money in one match. So my heart's with Faye, my money's with Veda. Deanna will make her debut. It is an investment I have waited a long time for. I think if you miss this match, this may be the most historic match that Nova Pro has ever put on, and it is great. Go out and support the ladies for this one. I am not disappointed at all. This roster is stacked. You've seen Faye and you've seen Veda fighting on it. The Squared Circle Sirens podcast. It's gonna be an event worth seeing. So eat your turkey, bring the family, and then watch some great quality women's wrestling.
All right, so then we've got a big male side, 4 men, that's right, teams of 4 settle the score, Survivor Series style elimination, of course. You've got Eric Royal, the ace of Nova Pro. You've also got Sugar Dunkerton coming back once again, very, very popular young man, and probably the most popular new team in Nova Pro in the Ugly Ducklings. That's right, and they're going to take on those dastardly carnies, all 4 of them in effect. You got Nick Iggy, you got Carrie Awful, you got Trip Cassidy, and of course, Bo Crockett there, and that's going to be a good one as well. What do you think going on there?
I have no love for the carnies, so at the same time I have no love for Eric Royal. The Ducks, my goddaughter likes the Ducks. We're going to support the Ducks in this one. Dunkerton puts on a show every time he goes somewhere, but this one I have no real side to pick. I will just say, hey, if the carnies lose, I won't be crying.
We've seen them get into it with you a few times in the past, and that's always been interesting. Then the match that you were probably most interested in, it's going to be called a triathlon match, is that right? And I'm not 100% sure about this concept. Can you explain it to me?
The concept is you pretty much have 3-man teams. Right now you have 2 members named for each. I believe Cabana Mandan was picked by Sage Phillips. Bobby and Logan's there. You're going to debut our newest member of the 1%. And again, you're going to have to go through a 3-stage tier that Mike has described to me. After the results of last Pumpkin Spice Lariat, you're going to have a singles match, which leads to a tag match. And then, if needed, because I think we're sweeping this one, you have a triple threat match on each side, 3-on-3 tag. So, it's a different concept. I'm voting on the sweep. But hey, things seem to happen the wrong way, and Sage Phillips, you're going down. You're going to pay for this.
How about this? Bring a nice pair of shoes for Commander Man Dan. Maybe he'll be the next member of the 1%.
No, he actually got online and he actually said he was one, and then he's going to turn around and stab us in the back. So my Alabama love is going to go out the window on this one. So you're going to need more than flip-flops. You'll be walking home when you're done with this, or maybe crawling home. All right.
Ooh, great words there. Let's see. Also, one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen, John Kerman, the MMA specialist of Nova Pro Wrestling, Also here in Northern Virginia, one of the best guys in MMA, taking on the debuting Wheeler Yuta. I don't know a lot about Yuta, but I hear he's an up-and-comer with a lot of potential. What do you think?
John Kerman's a nice guy, and I don't like nice guys.
Fair enough, and we'll also see Kerman next month in the big December 28th show against Dominic Guarini in a no-ropes match. We'll talk about that very, very soon in the future. Also, the only other thing that stands out to me, of course, is the Crab Wrestling Showcase. Our friends from Crab Wrestling are going to be there, and their champion, I believe his name is Matt Butler, is that right? He's going to be taking on someone yet to be named in a big match for his championship. Should be a big, big show that a lot of people are looking forward to, and that is the rematch from last year, and also stemming from Pumpkin Spice Lariats, where Fred Yehai took on Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace's better half, if you will, Jonathan Gresham, will be taking on Fred Yehai in a huge rematch. Are you looking forward to that?
I was there ringside like I always am, and I thought Jordan held her own pretty well. My hat was off to it, but when John threw in the towel, I was kind of like, I don't fight with my wife. You probably should fight with your girlfriend and let her take care of business. But Fred Yehai, yep, we're ready for it.
That's going to be a fantastic match. It was last year. I hope it exceeds last year's action, if not better. And ladies and gentlemen, you can still get your tickets. Go to @VA Wrestling to find out more information about that. General admission still available. Front row is long since sold out, ladies and gentlemen. You can be there like the Snack Society, like the gated community. You can be there to cheer on all your Nova Pro favorites. Make sure you be there. Next week, it's actually a couple days from now, Black Friday. Your Black Friday doesn't have to be black. It can be full of all kind of colors when you go to 11th Dimension at the JCC.
At the same time, we're having a toy drive. Bring a nice, unwrapped toy. We're going to match toy for the community. Make the holidays happy for someone less fortunate than you. We are all privileged, but you always give back to the community which you're part of.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this big Nova Pro preview. Hope to bring you more of these in the future. Be there Friday night. We'll see you there at the matches.